Okay, I'm here with Meredith, and we're at the screening for The Shot in Delhi. And I just wanted to ask Meredith, what about her table here and what she's doing.
Hi, Linda. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm here actually representing three different and phenomenal organizations. We have the Canadian Citizens Care Alliance, who are here to educate, empower, and engage Canadians. Phenomenal group. Please look into them. Also here on behalf of Call2Halt-19, which is a group of incredible researchers and scientists who put together, drafted an open letter which has been submitted to government agencies, politicians, numerous outlets to get a moratorium on these injections, the COVID-19 injections.
When was that made? When was that sent out?
Last year, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was after March 2025, I think. So I think it's been about a year. We actually just got some new pamphlets made up for that. And so if anybody is interested, you can go to Call2Halt-19.ca. So that's that one, and then of course the Canadian Citizens Care Alliance is the Canadian Citizens Care Alliance.ca, I believe. I can double check that. And then a cause that is very near and dear to my heart, CANConnect19. So it's an organization that has been started here in Canada to help support people who have been injured by these injections. There's a fabulous component of the platform called Circle, where we can communicate with each other, just to talk moral support, get use the research, different resources. We have events and courses that are offered. And because for so many people this is a very, very, very costly injury, there are bursaries also available that people can apply for to get some assistance. And there are just some amazing healthcare practitioners that have aligned with this organization whose their deepest wish and want is just to help those of us who have been injured by these injections.
So how do they get contact with you?
So the CanConnect, it's CanConnect, CANCONNECT 19 with the number .ca. So right at the bottom of that flyer there. So if you know anybody, or if you yourself are struggling after having taken these injections, reach out to us. We're there to help.
Wow. How long's it been going on for?
We have just been going just a little over a year now, and it's expanding and it's growing, and there's so many components to it. Because there's also the question of accountability. So those kinds of things are starting to be looked into as well. That's going to be a very long and winding road, but I'm confident we'll get there.
Yeah, but the great thing is that people can get help right now.
And to understand that you're not alone. And when you come to this organization, you are not judged. You are welcomed with open arms. You are believed. And as we say, you are seen, you are heard, and you are helped.
Wow.
And I'm not going to say that you're going to be cured. That's, these injections have so many mechanisms of harm that there's still a tremendous learning curve to this, and unfortunately, there are things that help one person that aren't going to help the next. So many times it's trial and error, because the injuries themselves vary so much. You have neurological injuries, you have musculoskeletal injuries, you have cardiovascular injuries, reproductive harms. The list goes on and on and on. So there are different things, but we don't always know what the options are and what things that we can do. So there are some brilliant people associated with all of these organizations that are working tirelessly to help and to continue to raise awareness. I mean, we're definitely seeing a shift, you know, and especially those of us who have been injured by these shots. We're no longer ridiculed like we once were. We're no longer attacked like we once were. And it's unfortunate, but I think that's because so many more people are realizing that things that they're maybe now dealing with are a result of these injections. So, you know, it's time, it's patience, it's understanding, but knowing that there are such incredible organizations out there to support people in this journey, whether you've been injured, whether you're just learning about what's going on. And that's like the CCCA, the Canadian Citizens Care Alliance. They've done a couple of incredible books. The Citizens Hearing book. This was held in June of 2022, if I remember correctly. I actually testified at this hearing myself, and it was 3 days in Toronto. Fabulous book, gives a really good breakdown of what was going on early on in this whole scenario. And then we have here down the COVID-19 rabbit hole. This was another book that was done. Phenomenal information, some just brilliant physicians and scientists and researchers have contributed. So another fabulous book to gain some information and put in a way that it's not as easy for people to attack. You know, it breaks it down. It's not accusatory. It's explanatory, and I think that's a big thing. And to help the people who understand the mechanisms, who have the background. You know, it's one thing for me to say, I was harmed by these injections. It's another thing for people like this to explain how and why that happens. I can't get into the mechanisms. I don't have that background. I can get into what I've experienced, the conversations that I've had with others and what they have experienced. And just be an ear, be the support, you know.
What else you got?
And then, you know, we've got these are actually just little bookmarks, and they have QR codes. So this is about Fistman's Fraud, which I'm sure many people are familiar with. A book he was out of the University of Toronto, I believe. And so that's Dr. Regina Wittiel. Fabulous book. This was another one here. So this was Dr. Philip Oldfield, the Chronicles of Philly Raccoon. So we've got that there. The bookmark for down the COVID-19 rabbit hole. The Citizens Hearing book. There is also another one that they're having a little bit of an issue getting printed, Pandemonium. And the Canadian Citizens Care Alliance has done some other fabulous flyers and you know, just questioning things, right? And you know what? That's actually one thing I've learned. Putting things, as opposed to dictating to people and telling people what is what, ask them the questions. Make them come to those conclusions or realizations for themselves, right? And then people are less apt to go on the defensive or you know, get angry or alienated. And, you know, as the saying goes, he who makes the claim must support, right? So if you ask the question, you're not claiming anything, and then you just, you say your piece. So.
Very good. So what are we here for tonight?
We are here for a showing of The Shot, which is the Sean Hartman story. And God rest his soul, and God bless Dan. Young man who paid the ultimate price. And I can't even imagine what it must be like for Dan. There would be nothing worse in this world than having to bury your child under any circumstances, but this, I just, and I so understand his anger and his resentment, and I have such a tremendous admiration for that man and his fight. God bless him. And I think we're also going to be watching a sequel to Why Can't We Talk About This? So a little bit of an update on Michael Osher's progress on his journey, which has been absolutely horrendous from these injections, and we're actually just a couple of towns over now, right as we speak, from where he lived.
So we're in Delhi, and people can come tonight.
People can come tonight. If you go to I believe is it supportsean.ca. There's a list of other events that are taking place, other showings, dates, times. I know there's one coming up in Kitchener in the not too distant future. So I encourage everyone to come out, see what's going on, experience it, connect with like-minded people, and support these initiatives. Because I mean, I can't think of anybody more deserving than Dan Hartman to have our support. And for Michael, to see the change and the progress, and I'm really looking forward to. I have had the opportunity to see the shot already, but I'm so looking forward to seeing it again.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing about Michael's progress.
Yeah, and so the shot tonight is at 7 p.m. and we're in Delhi at
Capital 33. So there's the Capital 33 Theater, and there's a lounge in front, fabulous restaurant out front, but it's a great little venue, beautiful exposed, really, really nice place, right on the main drag in Delhi. If you can get here, you still got a little bit of time, so we'd love to see you.
And if you can't make it tonight, the screen support Sean SEAN.ca. And they can look up all the different screenings that are in maybe their area, or you can even book your own screening in your area.
Yep, you can do that too. Reach out to Rainy Media.
Yeah.
And that can always be arranged.
Yeah, and that's also on supportsean.ca. So I'm gonna look at. Oh, you got some buttons there too.
We've got some buttons if people want to take. We've got pamphlets and information, and it's all about connecting, and raising awareness, and supporting each other.
So CCCA.
Yes.
Is that? Are they?
So it's the CCCA. It's CCCAlliance.ca.
And are they doctors?
Many of them are. Yes, you've got some practicing, some retired. You've got everything from MDs to NDs, pharmacists, virologists, lawyers. I mean, the spectrum of professionals in this organization is absolutely incredible, and they do weekly roundtables every Wednesday, and there is one roundtable each month that is open to the public. The other 3 per month are for members only. It's very reasonable. I believe it's $50 a year to become a member and to be able to engage in these roundtables. And the information is unbelievable. Just to give you an example of the caliber of people that they have come to speak, I believe it's next week is actually Dr. Joseph Latico out of Florida. I believe it's the Surgeon General. Is it from, Surgeon General from Florida. So just some phenomenal people and everything, and it's not all science-based too. I mean, there was a really good one more about the faith perspective and more of a philosophical perspective on what we're dealing with. It really is incredible. A few weeks back, Dr. Tina Pierce out of the UK, who herself was injured from these injections and has done a lot and some tremendous work in helping the injured and quite successfully.
Wow.
So the connections and the people and the information, it really is invaluable.
Yes. So if people go on to CCCAlliance.ca, then you can get more information when they have their roundtables. So that's really excellent.
You're welcome. Yeah, these ones are a little bit pricier because of the hardcover, but
Well, thank you, Meredith. I'm really grateful to hear this whole, like, that's a lot of great information, and it can help people right away.
hopefully I covered everything, and if you got any questions, you can reach out to me, and I will do my best to answer anything and everything I can. So,
Perfect. Thank you so much.
thanks, Linda. So that was for the CCCAlliance that was held June 20th in Toronto. So this is not the NCI. This was a 3 days in Toronto. And that was testifying what started on this big journey.
So we're at the Capitol Theater in Delhi tonight. It starts at 7 p.m. So if anyone's in the area, hop in. It's a pretty nice theater. It's a nice little space. I don't want to get any people on camera that don't know I'm filming live, so I will have to say goodbye. Thank you for your help, everyone. I really appreciate people that are sharing. Support Canconnect19.ca and donating to help Dan Hartman with, raising enough funds for his trial against the monsters. So he has the first lawsuit in North America against government and the jabs creators. So I don't want to say anything that makes my live stream get censored. So anyways, if you go to support Sean, which is Sean is spelled SEAN.ca, and you can donate directly there to the Give Send Go. It's a donation button, and you can scroll down farther and you'll find all the screenings. Thank you, everyone. Please share, support Canconnect19.ca. Thank you. Bye for now.